Alrighty guys, it's your favorite redneck. It's Casualgamerreed, and the tire still there. It's been there since 1981. It's been there a long time. A long time. You would think a flood would have gotten it by now, but even when the creek gets high and the water goes down, that tire is still there. Anyway guys, I would like to talk about Kentucky basketball once again. Been getting negative comments from other fan bases, I would say, Indiana, Louisville, etc., maybe a few other schools, but they say Kentucky, they say Coach Cal can't coach. It's all about his players. You know, if not for that great talent, Coach Cal couldn't do shit. You know, there was all these negative comments, all the stuff. Look what they're like. Look what he's done this year. And of course, we all know that if Noel would have stayed healthy, we would have made the tournament. When you lose your best player, let's be honest, okay? But people say recruiting is not coaching. People are actually saying that. Recruiting is a big part of coaching. Huge part of coaching. Let's think about it. If I'm a great coach and I go against Kentucky, but I'm going to go get 5 guys out of the park and I'm going to coach those guys, we're going to get those guys ready to play. It's not going to matter if I'm the best coach in the world. I'm not going to go to a college team and I'm not going to beat them. Don't matter how well I coach my team, how good a coach I am, without recruiting, without getting the right talent, you're not going to do anything. Recruiting, if anything, is 50 to 70% of coaching. Recruiting the right players, knowing who to get, that is a huge part of coaching. Without that, without recruiting, what are you going to do? And people will say, oh, Kentucky pays their players. No, they don't. We're taking advantage of the one and done rule. And the reason why players come to Kentucky is because they see where they're going to get drafted. Look at John Wall, look at Brandon Knight, look at those players. Look, Cousins, whatever, the list goes on and on. They come to Kentucky, they know they're going to be in the spotlight, number one. They're playing for the greatest school of all time. And who else are you going to go to in the SEC? You're not going to go to Tennessee and play. You're not going to go to South Carolina. If you're a top 10, top 20 player, you're going to want to come to Kentucky because you know you're going to go to the NBA, you're going to make a fortune. It's not our fault that it's one and done. It's not our fault. If it was 2 years and done, we would still get the same recruits. It would be better for us if we got 2 years. If it was 2 years, then you go pro. Comes a Mac. But it would be better, we'd better served if we got 2 years, it would be even better. So recruiting is a huge part of basketball. I mean, look at Patino. I'm going to give you the example. Look at him. Look at him. He's been at Louisville how many years and he's won 1 championship. Coach Cal's been at Kentucky 4 years and he's won 1. He's not been there 15, 16 years or however how long he's been there, 12 years. I don't know how long he's been there, but it's over a decade. So recruiting, give it a rest, folks. Recruiting is coaching. Without recruits, what are you going to do? Hello? Huh? What are you going to do? If you can't recruit the talent, I don't care if you're the best coach in the world. What good is it going to do you? And of course you want to come to Kentucky because you see past success of what other players have done. There's no doubt about it. Kentucky is where it's at. Coach Cal is a great coach because he's a great recruiter. He gets the job done. He's a success. You cannot argue that. And you can sit there and argue about his saying that he got in the past, he was caught cheating and all that shit. And I've heard this all day. Kentucky, we're still waiting. I'm still waiting 4 or 5 years in. I'm still waiting for Kentucky to get fined or whatever. Still waiting. And I'll be waiting 4 or 5 more, whatever. Just keep on the shit coming. Keep the shit coming. It doesn't matter. Like, subscribe, and comment. Go Big Blue.